there's this whole debate. Buddhists themselves don't agree on almost anything and between themselves. Meaning, and the most influential meditation trends we have come from Buddhism, and you can clearly see that problem. So the reason why it landed so well in the Western countries like yoga, because it's very much well structured, straightforward. You don't need to believe on anything, just go for it. And also because there were all this work on bringing these benefits of specific mindfulness, open, focus kind of meditations into mainstream, and especially into health. And they're really good as a therapeutical tool, but they are not for that. Meaning that for someone who's, you know what MBSR is? Mindfulness-based stress reduction program. It's very famous. It's pretty cool. You may like it. It's just the core of all this mindfulness trend we have nowadays. And I'm just saying that it was started like that for a reason. It just had to be marketed, which I think is beautiful also, that everybody just know the word mindfulness, and many people meditate, and doesn't mean they are weird. And everybody kind of agrees that it's healthy, and we have more and more studies, but now, no, it's a really good idea. But on all this story and what is constantly forgotten, and one of the most confusing things, is that at first level, if you are really in a level where your mind is what we could call clinically in a state that is a little too much, you can, okay, in that case, definitely this sort of open focus mindfulness creates a first relaxation that helps. Although these techniques are not made for that, but it just works great. Anyone can do it. You don't even need much concentration. You just stay there and you just stay there. But when you go back to the history of meditation, which is actually pretty clear, I mean, when you trace Buddhism goes back to, Buddhism is an answer to Hindu and the Vedas and the traditions that were there that are basically everywhere. And Christianism, when you start studying deeply, you say, all these people have been very strongly influenced in themselves. I say this because when you sweep around, there is a very important point that has been lost, which is, if the mind is distracted, there is nothing to do. Literally nothing. And virtually any mental state of afflictive mental state, a negative emotion, as people would say nowadays, is based on distraction. All of them. It's a pretty fantastic point to always bring about. In, for example, talking science, that is the thing that everybody responds well nowadays. When doing focus meditation, I'm talking about now when you're not just spacing out, but more like having a specific clear focus, which is something that some people, if you're good or you have a hobby where you have developed your skills, you sort of know the flow, sort of know what is the direction. It's just meditation, is just bringing it into the next level, sort of the level of, I want to use the word concentration, but you know what I'm talking about. Well, here's the thing. If your mind is not distracted, you can suffer. If your mind is not distracted, you can only be at peace. And that is really it. You can turn it around into many different angles and what the Buddha say, what the Hindus say, but it just comes about that simple statement that you find in Christianism, you find it everywhere. It's very simple. Surrender your distractions. And in the beginning, it feels too difficult. Most people, you try to control your mind at the level of what is happening, and you get stick to thoughts, and they pull you away from whatever you're doing. And it feels literally impossible to say how someone is going to spend 1 hour in one object undistracted. It seems impossible. So it's like, wow, that sounds like athletic level. But the thing is that what is really happening, and the reason why I will constantly insist on that point, first because all traditions said that before, it's just nobody wants to hear that part because it's too simple, it's too straightforward. And it's actually doing it. It's way easier to read a book or to pay for a retreat rather than know what people do to avoid the simple fact of just surrender your distractions over and over again. And rather than succeeding on all these weird things you can succeed on by focusing for long periods of time, every time you let go of thought, you're a little bit more free. That's all. Just do it. People are just doing long enough. People feel distracted. For example, everybody talks about the breathing. The breathing is a fantastic way to start, generic for everyone. But there's some people who are very visual. Or so there are people who respond very well to sound. Or there is people who respond very well to movement, stillness, and space, kind of kinetic. If these people would just do that exercise, and you can do this listening to music, you can do this while you write, you can do it to doing anything. If you think that sit and meditate is too much, just any activity, and just don't distract yourself. And every time you let go of a distraction, you're winning. You're getting lighter some way. And done that regularly, undoubtedly leads to start mental health. Because, for example, you know what the amygdala is in the brain? It's a center where basically all states related to fear, and to fear is from depression to panic to anxiety, obviously, to literally, virtually all of the things we could call negative emotions are linked. And the amygdala is the center of the activity in the brain at the moment. When someone is focused, that doesn't happen. That part of the brain doesn't activate. And it's a scientific way of saying what has been always told. Every time you do that, you clear up your mind. And the more you clear out your mind, the less affected you are by anything, and the more the background of peace just pulling up. And it's really that simple. I don't wish at all. I wish it would be more interesting. I think all meditations come across that. How am I gonna convince people to actually stay with it? But I think it's a very important point, because if you develop that, like any skill, in the beginning may look a little disorienting, but at some point you just get it. And I know you just got it to some point, so you may know this sweet spot. And I will throw a guess that you too. Then it's all about staying there. And the funny thing is that you actually don't need to do anything to stay there. Actually, observing an object or anything is the most natural thing while you're not thinking. It's just there anyway. If you're observing your breath, that's something we're going to do today. It is there before you even thought about it. So it's not an activity. It's more like a deeper layer of your presence. And it helps you anchor in a state where you're not using so much your brain, and the natural sense of being here start becoming more apparent. And it goes about all this gradation up to every time you see it, you just feel joy. No matter what's going in your life, you see it, and because it's not empty. Life is alive. It's beautiful. It's not something you have to do. You don't need to have positive thoughts or better thoughts or correct anything. You just need to quit the whole thing altogether and I don't know. I just hope that more people can share that understanding and we have a better world. Oops. Okay. Let's go for it. That's so. As the other times, we're gonna do a meditate. The first meditation is very much on what the line of what I was discussing, and the second meditation, with a little break in between, it is more subtle. But as our being is already in all the depth, as some people would say, everybody's already enlightened. Everybody's already in the goal already. So it also makes sense to give it a try, sometimes to go as subtle as you can, because sometimes you're going to hit it and it's going to be very valuable. So in a comfortable position, your spine straight. Let your body relax. Let your muscles hang down from your skeleton. Release all the tension in your forehead, your eyes, your mouth, the neck, shoulders, arms, the chest, upper back, belly, lower back, buttocks, legs, just relaxing and noticing this moment as it is without trying to change anything. Taking a break from thinking. Start noticing the sensations of the breath in the upper lip up onto your nose. When you breathe in, it's cold. When you breathe out, it's warm. Your body relaxes more and more. Your mind calms down. And you simply stay with that sensations. The breath softly tingling the skin just below the nose. Your face completely relaxed and free of tension. Your mind will try to contract into thinking. Just relax and let it go. Like the sounds in the street. They are not yours. They just come and go. Just for a second, consider that the thoughts are the same. They just come and go, completely impersonal. Just remain with the sensations of the breath, fully aware of every little movement of breath in and out. Every time thinking tries to kidnap your attention, just relax that pull. You're free to stay fully immersed, noticing the sensations of the breath without interruption. with your body fully relaxed, the breath flowing gently in and out. As you start noticing that your attention starts resting effortlessly. With a relaxed face. Do a very little movement towards smiling a bit. Just a little. Like the statues of the Buddha. A gentle smile. While your attention is perfectly balanced in the sensations of the breath. With minimal effort, let that gentle smile settle Feel the smile in your eyes too. Very relaxed smile. While never losing awareness of the sensations of the breath. Let that gentle smile, in combination with the stability of your attention, create a state of comfortable, pleasant, soft joy, almost luminous. It's not something you do, it's something that appears. When you surrender your mind, you're only focusing on the sensations of the breath with a gentle smile. The smile helps to relax and focus the mind. And when the mind is sustained in the sensations of the breath, creates a positive feedback loop that awakens a pleasure sensation, sometimes in the hands, sometimes around your mouth, your head. Let that pleasant sensation take over your body by relaxing. Only the gentle smile and your attention resting with the breath sensation. Soft joy and peace start appearing in the background, and your body is little by little filled with an energy of joy in a more ecstatic way. Let it be gentle, don't force it. But relax your body so this energy can saturate every part of your body. If that physical sensation of joy doesn't appear or seem obvious, then just stay with the breath and the smile. If you notice that pleasant sensation growing in your body, relax, let it permeate every cell in your body, and take that energy as your object of meditation and rest on it. Let it grow just by staring at it. With a gentle smile, noticing that sweet, beautiful energy permeating and saturating your body. Just allowing it to grow, to shine, to vibrate, bring a sense of warmth and aliveness to your body. Just rest on it. Just rest in that joy, that physical, objective joy. in a comfortable position with your spine straight. Take 9 deep breaths. With each deep breath, you relax more and more your body and your mind. And when you're finished with the 9 breaths, just let your breath resume its natural, involuntary pace. Notice every part of your body at the same time. Let go of all the tension. And your body becomes more and more still. Not because you're trying to be still, just because it's the absence of the intention of moving. Your body sinking deeper and deeper into an effortless stillness. There's always more and more effortless stillness, more relaxation, more surrendering. notice the same quality of effortlessness in your breath. Your belly is relaxed. You're not trying to control your breath. And as your body doesn't require so much oxygen, your breath starts becoming softer. More effortless. You're letting your breath calming down naturally, sinking into effortlessness. You let go all the effort in your body, all the effort in your breathing. And you let go of the effort of following thoughts. From the peaceful state of a deeply relaxed body, it takes energy to concentrate on thoughts and follow them. So just decline their invitation and remain in effortless presence. Letting go of all effort at any level of your being, one layer at a time. With a perfectly relaxed body, effortless breath, being so comfortable that you don't even follow your thoughts. Let go of any afflictive emotion your body may still carry deep inside. Subtle, worries, fears. Stop making an effort, resisting them, and let them just go away because you relax them and your body opens, your breath gets more subtle and effortless, and you free any afflictive emotion you may carry. You are safe. There is nothing to fear. Let go. Nothing's going to happen. Just let go of all your fears. Deepening a state of comfortable, deep relaxation. Perfectly relaxed body. Smooth, gentle breath. Passive mind. Open and expanded sense of emotions. Freely moving. As everything calms down, there are less and less thoughts, to the point that even thinking is an effort. You can relax your mind beyond thinking and abide a perfect, effortless stillness. Transparent mind, still like a quiet lake that reflects only the moment as it is. So relax, still, in a peaceful mind. That thoughts don't even appear, and if they do, they're small ripples that die on their own. You don't do anything, you're effortless. You abandon yourself so deeply in this moment to the clarity of the presence of being alive here and now, that you even stop making an effort to meditate, to just abide this peaceful, deep effortlessness. Explore surrendering all effort beyond anything you have experienced before. Remaining in a still, brilliant, peaceful state of effortlessness without doing anything, just resting. Whether you are distracted or you are in bliss, there is no much to choose about. Whether you make an effort or you just let go and be at peace. Effort, struggle, relaxation, bliss. Your mind will come to tell you that that's not the case, but if you ignore your mind, there is only peace. We just have the unfortunate habit of contracting our attention too much in our thinking, and therefore missing anything else. Starting by missing the beauty of life in this moment. This moment is always sweet. There is no more disturbance than believing thoughts, focusing exclusively on thoughts. Just a bad attention management habit. That make us feel life like a endless maze, lost, trying to keep our body safe and comfortable, fighting with adversities. Trying to control life before it controls you. It's all a nightmare. Declining the invitation to think awakens you to the beauty of being alive. We are so afraid at some point you cannot surrender. You cannot let things to be as they are. You have to be all the time fighting against things and defending yourself, trying to create a future. that effort takes away our natural bliss of just being alive. The turning point is when you realize that you don't really have to solve any problem. You don't really need to fix anything in your mind. The only possible choice is to drop it all together. It feels scary because it's unknown for our mind to be present in this moment. But if you take the leap of trust, there's nothing that can stop this continuous flow of peaceful joy, pouring it from within. And recognizing that this moment is not perfect just because you believe so. No, because it is. If we put down our weapons, our defenses, we just find innocence in this moment. Like waking up for a personal nightmare. Like a drunk man waking up from an illusion, resting that this moment is peaceful. And there is nothing you can do about it. You can only close your eyes and imagine things. We certainly succeed on keeping us busy thinking. But why is everybody so afraid to stop thinking? We are afraid we will lose control. But a deeper investigation reveals that we never actually have control. So it's not a big deal to abandon your mind. You've never been really inside of it anyway. Who are you if you stop thinking? What time it is when you're not thinking? Where are you when you're not thinking? There is only this peaceful presence all the time, wherever you go, whatever this body does, whatever thought crosses the mind. Then silence and stillness become a celebration. Celebration that nothing can affect you. Only when you think so looks like it, but if you don't think, things are just there. Things just happen. There's always this layer of awareness that never changes. To further realize that is the only happiness we actually know. No object, no place, no person in this world actually give us happiness. Just the recognition that this is all an illusion coming and going in a sense of presence that never changes. In a stillness that is non-located. And it all takes zero effort. The moment you try to change something, make an effort trying to control, then you lose the perspective of the unchangeable awareness. And we get into the dream. But all the sages say the same thing. The dream is going to disappoint you. Just doesn't matter how beautiful or how exciting it looks. The actual joy is coming from your awareness itself. That's the only happiness you can ever find. When you love someone, when you enjoy something, that thing outside is just reflecting your own light. It's not giving you anything. So you don't need anything to be happy. Does it make sense to you? Thank you for coming and joining me this meditation.